Chris Rock ain't regular, man. He's got nonverbal learning disorder.
Yeah.
That's close to having Asperger's.
Right.
So technically, Will Smith assaulted a special person. You can't do
Man,
that.
go ahead up.
You can't do that. You can't assault special people.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
ain't
yeah,
even supposed to look at them.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life.
Hello, welcome to another edition of Club Shay Shay. I am your host, Shannon Sharpe. I'm also the proprietor of Club Shay Shay. And the guy that's stopping by for conversation and a drink today is an actor, comedian, writer. He spent 6 seasons on Saturday Night Live. He's the master of impersonations, none other than Jay Pharaoh.
What's going on, Unc? How you doing, man?
I'm good. So I'm gonna go and get me out the room.
Okay.
You started doing me probably about a decade ago.
Yep.
Why the fuck you bother me?
Listen. They wrote it. They wrote it, and I saw the cat. I said, man, okay, I could do that, but I don't think it was that good at first. I think I was exaggerating for no reason.
Right.
I didn't have anything funny to say, so I had to exaggerate the mannerism. And I don't know. I thought I always was under the impression you did not like it or like me. I was like,
Nah, it wasn't you. I didn't like the impersonation. Because like you said, because the mannerisms were so exaggerated.
Yeah.
But I think you refined it because I think, like you said, you saw it in the script and it was something that, like the other impersonations that we're gonna get to, you probably had an opportunity to rehearse those over and over and perfect it. And this was like last minute, okay, I got it.
Same thing with it was the same thing with Stephen A. Smith. Like, you know, I didn't have that impression at first.
Right.
So they were like, can you do this by Saturday? And I was like, let me see what I can do.
Right.
And as I kept doing it, I refined it more, you know what I mean? And made the character more lucid. But at first, nah, dog, it was me trying to get used to it.
Did you always have that ability to impersonate people? And who was your first impersonation?
Yes, I've had it since I was 6 years old, and it was Gilbert Gottfried.
Okay.
That was the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, the Jewish dude with the crazy voice.
Right.
I'm melting. You know, it was just, so I just kept doing that, and then it was Forrest Gump, Sally Field, then it was Ed, and Eddie, and then I just kept adding characters to that.
Did you ever do your parents? Could you do your mom and your dad?
Oh yeah, Jared. That's what my mom always talks. Jared, you gotta stop cursing, Jared.
Right.
Remember where you came from.
Right.
My father just like, I don't give a fuck. You know? my dad is so hardcore, and my mother is so like, she's so conservative, but when you see her turn up, it's so charming because it's like she's natural with it.
So how long does it take you to perfect an impersonation?
It just depends on who it is, man. I mean, some people will take a month, other people will take years. Like Denzel took 3 years.
Really?
To get down. 3 years, because I was watching, my voice wasn't all the way there, because I was young, I was still a teenager.
Right.
So it took a lot of vocal contorting to get that down to a T. And I still feel like I'm still learning stuff about Denzel that I didn't know.
So when you're doing impersonation, so you're doing Denzel, are you watching movies? Are you just listening to him talk in interviews? How are you going about trying to perfect this?
I'm doing all of that. I'm watching him in interviews. I'm watching movies. I'm looking at certain things that he's doing that don't stick out. Like Denzel has this thing with his lips.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll do that, and he'll go like that, and he'll bite his lip, and he'll look at you, and he always looks off to the left side like there's something over there, and there's nothing over there.
Like, what's going on? Somebody coming in the room?
He'll be like, all right, and then he'll look away, and he'll be like, who was over there? And it was nobody. That's his thing. If you watch Idris Elba, his thing is to not look at the camera.
Right.
It's just, so when you talk like Idris, he just like looks away, and he'll look at you like a little bit, maybe to the peripheral. But, he'll never look at you in your eyes, mate, because he doesn't have to. I'm too pretty.
Right. So let me ask you a question. When you first did Denzel, have you ever met Denzel?
Yes, I did.
And so what did he say about the impersonation?
You want to know what he said, Shannon?
What did he say?
When I saw him finally, because it was such a big night for him. It was the God dang it. He was getting honored.
Right.
He was getting what was it called? He got honored. It wasn't Mark Twain. It was 2009. It was Celebration.
Mm-hmm.
He was getting in
the meal. Was it the Cecil B. DeMille Award?
I don't think it was that one. It was another one.
Okay.
God dang it. I'm trying to remember it, but anyway. All right, so 2019. It's a ceremony. Everybody's there. Jamie Foxx is there, all the celebrities, everybody, Marshall Ali, everybody's there. I don't see him at the initial celebration. And I was sad about that because it's like every time I tried to walk up to him, it's like he felt me and he would walk away.
Right, okay.
And I was like, is he messing with me?
Right.
Is he messing with me?
Okay.
But finally at the after party, I get there and I tell the guy, I said, man, I didn't meet Denzel. And he was like, just stay here because he's about to walk in. He walks in, he looks at me, he goes, oh shit, okay. You owe me a lot of money, Negro. You know that, right? Huh? Yeah, I'm keeping you hot. You understand? You're a lot taller than I thought, too. I thought you were short. I thought you were like 5'9", 5'8", you're 6'2". Wow, you're a little tall. You got an arm, too. Been working out, huh? You look good. And we start talking.
Right.
We're talking for like 10 minutes.
So, but let me ask you a question. Are you talking to him as Denzel?
No. No. At that point, I'm like, I'm too nervous. I'm like, man, this is one of the, as he's won the title, the sexiest man in the world.
Right,
I can't do this. I'm intimidated right now, you know? But I was talking to him, we conversing, and then the camera dude comes.
Right.
And he takes the flash, he flashes us. We both turn at the same time, pose, and go back to talking.
Right.
It was like the smoothest, coolest thing ever. And he sits down, and Chris Tucker pulls him over.
Right.
Chris Tucker, I'm trying to get a picture with him because I'm like, this is Denzel. I don't know if I'm gonna see him again. You know what I mean? It's like seeing Denzel is like seeing a unicorn or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're barely gonna see this guy.
Right.
So I'm so pressed to get the picture. Chris Tucker comes, pulls him away, and has him take a picture with his son. And then Denzel goes and sits down. And I said, Chris, I really wanted to talk to Denzel to get this picture. Go over there, man. He's sitting down. Go there, talk to him, man. He'll take a picture with you, man. He will, man. Go take a man. Go there, man. Man, ain't nothing, man. Hey, man, I ain't do nothing, man. Go ahead and take a picture. So I walked up to him and I said, can I take a picture with you? He said, can you bend over? If you can bend down and take this picture, I'll take this picture with you. Yeah, I'll take it. So you see me bending down uncomfortably, taking a picture with Denzel as he's just sitting there with the face like. And I'm like, damn, I don't know if he's annoyed or if he's happy, but I got that damn picture.
You got it.
I got that picture, Shannon.
So of all your impersonations, who's your favorite?
Oh, man.
Because, I mean, I'm looking at the list. You got obviously Denzel. You done Kevin Hart. You did Chris Tucker. They say you can do Will Smith, Obama, Kanye, Eddie Murphy.
I feel like the one I fall into the most naturally is probably is either Eddie Murphy or Will or Denzel. But I don't have a favorite one I do.
You do Hove, too.
I do.
Have you ever met Hove?
Yeah. You know, it's funny because every time, you know, Jigga sees me, he was like, yo, what up, fake Jay-Z? Yeah, I think it's hilarious. Keep it up. Yeah. You know, less money, but, you know, a lot darker. You know, you'll get there. You'll get there. Yeah.
So it's always been a nice, everybody's always been nice. You know, Kanye was one of the people that called me up and talked to me for 20 minutes, but you know.
How Kanye get your number?
They gave it to him. SNL gave it to him. They snitched on me. They gave him the number. He hit me up. We talked for 20 minutes. He was
upset he didn't like it.
He didn't say he didn't like it. He said, I appreciate what you did. I appreciate your show, but let me just tell you where I came from. Like, both of my parents are Black Panthers and all of this. So he's talking for 20 minutes. I'm thinking, well, cool. He gets on stage the next day, Made in America. He dishes me in front of 50,000 people.
What?
He dishes me. He was like, I called Jay Pharaoh right after the awards. Like, every time somebody recants and tells the story, they put extra emotion in it.
They add some yeast to it. They wanted to grow, okay.
He added it like he called me up and pressed me. He was like, no. He just was like, look, I appreciate what you did, but, you have a lot of influence. So I just want to give you the background story of who I am,
What they got to do with you doing an impersonation of him?
I guess it would make me want to stop. Because if I know who he is.
But it made you want to do it more.
It did. It made me want to impersonate this man more.
Right.
I said, if I'm doing this, I made it. I thought that, Shannon, until Pete Davidson came.
Okay.
I was like, wow, you gotta go to, I thought it was going the impression route. It's the wife route. That's what you gotta do. You gotta hit the wife.
You know he gonna snap. You mentioned the wife.
What? I mean, I didn't. I'm just saying. It's a fact. It's not a lie. It happened.
Oh,
The man said it himself.
Who said that? Kanye?
Kanye said it himself.
Oh, when he called Charlemagne.
He called Charlemagne. He was like, "You gonna allow a white boy with a 10-inch penis to sleep with my wife?" Like, I was like, "Hey,
I kept that one to myself.
I wouldn't have been putting that out if shoot." Because I gotta, if I'm trying to return, you know what I mean?
To return to what?
Gotta
you
return
can't go back home after that.
To a cave. You don't want.
Man, he got to wrap all that meat around his arm.
You need to pat himself before he goes in there.
CJ, now see, you gonna have somebody go give my number.
No.
You gonna call me?
But Shannon, you can handle.
I'm gonna hang up on him.
But you look, you can hang up, but you ain't gonna mess with you, Shannon. You can, man, you toss Kanye West like some gingerbread cookies, brother. You.
So how? Okay, you said you started this at 6 years of age.
Yes, sir.
How do you learn to like contort your? I mean, because after you do it for so long, do you forget that what your natural voice sound like?
Oh man, and that's what so many people get misconstrued and messed up. I'd never forget how I sound, but I'm so used to doing it.
Right.
So it's like LeBron playing basketball
Right.
for me. Like it's so simple like that. So I never get caught. I would never get in a Heath Ledger situation where I'm too in the character and then now
I can't escape it.
I can't escape it. I've never been one of them people.
Right.
You know, because I feel like it's a blessing. It's a curse too, but
Right.
it's a blessing
Right.
to do so many because you're just so used to coming in and out.
Right.
So, pause, coming in and out of yourself.
Oh,
Whatever.
okay. Yeah. So
Hey,
let me. So how does SNL happen?
Oh man. Well, I got an agent in 2009.
Okay.
Shout out to Josh Pearl, ICM. This was like the beginning stages. ICM is now CAA. They've converted,
Okay.
changed into them. But I was on the road with my sister. This is after Charlie Murphy. Those gigs were kind of like drying up.
Right.
He took me on a road winner when I was 19.
Right.
For 3 years. And I thought that was my SNL. It was not. God
Right.
had other plans. So I hit the road 2009, me and my sister. I got an agent and we put together an audition tape, sent it in 2010. They called me in August 2010 and I got the job.
Right.
I auditioned once. I flew back to New York, I think a few times. I think Lauren and the team were trying to figure out if there was somebody who could write for me.
Right.
And Brian Tucker, who also wrote for Chris Rock, for the Chris Rock show.
Right.
You got to say that. He didn't write his stand-up, but he did write
Right, for the show.
Chris Rock show. He was the appointed writer for me, and we, bam, there it was. It's literally happened like that. And I said to myself, man, because I was working at Burlington too. I said to myself, man.
How many coats did you steal?
I didn't look. I am from the burbs, okay? So I ain't steal anything. I caught people stealing though.
Right.
It was a lot of. They should have paid me extra.
Nah.
You ain't gonna
Did
pay
you try
me.
to stop him?
Yeah, I tried to stop.
Why? That ain't your stuff?
Hey, but I know.
It says Burlington's, not Pharoah's.
I understand that, Shannon. But look, when Miss Lillian, my manager, she literally said, "Get them niggas, Jay." I said, "I gotta get them," and that's when I booked, and the dude was a crackhead. I was out there circling up with him, and it was another gentleman. We were like The Rock. We were looking at this motherfucker like this here. Like if he made any move, we was gonna get him. He dropped the merchandise. Another security guard came out there. The security guard I was supposed to, Mr. Forrest.
Yeah.
And he was, he older, so he ain't as fast as we were.
Right.
He came out. Dude dropped the stuff and he left, but god dang, wait, can I, wait, I see we switching drinks and stuff. May I have a
Yeah,
little
go
bit of
ahead.
this?
Yeah, we can toast.
Can I toast? All right, sir. Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
it. Thanks for coming on.
That's what I like, man. That's why I like Shannon. Shannon, man. Shannon always got the brown around. You don't
For sure,
care.
for sure.
You don't care. But yeah.
I've heard you say SNL is like you audition every single week. It's not like you're on for the entire year. Like, okay, you got a 1-year contract, you're on for the entire year. You got to go and they got to like your stuff.
You audition for your job every week. Imagine if you had to do that now. Imagine if you had to do that when you were playing football, bro.
Wow.
Every week
Yeah.
you got to audition to be on the team.
That's pressure.
You can get cut every week.
Right.
It's just, it puts you in a mental state to know that, look, whatever I produce, whatever I'm making, it has to be good. Because if it's not, I'm not gonna get any burn.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
it puts you in like a survivor flight mode.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that is I think that's the narrative for SNL in general. And it's so competitive.
Right.
But the good thing is when you do get something on, you do have moments like 28 Reasons, like what does my girl say? Like 12 days of free slave, like
Right.
all of these sketches. You come out with gold, but you got to go through the fire.
Right.
And after you're done with that, you can do any job in the world. Like no other job is hard.
Right.
Because I've been up there and I've been high, I've been low, I've been depressed, I've been exhilarated. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it's just an emotional roller coaster, and you have to know how to navigate it. And me being an introvert is really hard.
Right.
I'm an introvert, dude.
Yes.
Like, of course I perform, I did theater, I grew up doing theater and all of that.
Right.
But if I'm on the stage performing, I have a job to do. Once I get off, I am literally
Right.
like this. So.
That's what I tell people. I'm the most outgoing introvert you're gonna meet.
Word?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But you so extra.
I know.
When you have to be.
Yes.
There has to
Yeah.
be meaning behind it.
Yeah.
I understand. You don't just go, you ain't just in the club turning up, none of that.
I had an ex told me that she said, yeah, man, he's so funny.
Yeah.
She said, I was with him for 1.5 years, 2 years, and I never saw what you guys see.
She didn't have enough, she didn't have what it was to bring it out of you.
It's just something about like, I understand who I need to be.
Got you.
Going against Skip. And when I'm home, I'm quiet, I'm watching TV with no sound, I'm eating plain stuff. And so she didn't get that outgoing. I don't know, I've just really never opened up. I don't know. I needed to have like, and then we went to an event and I had a couple of my homeboys there that I played with and that I knew. And she says, why can't you be like that around me? And I couldn't explain it.
Yeah, it's just, but you comfortable with who you comfortable with.
Yeah.
That's why she ex. Besides, there was a couple other things.
Yeah, it was a couple other things. I messed that up, but
who hasn't fumbled the coochie bag? I've done it many times. That's just life, man. You live, you learn, and then you turn into a beast. God dang it.
Yeah. I big 2023 gonna be big for me. I got some stuff, coming down the pipeline. It's gonna be great for me.
Yeah.
But let me ask you, so the pressure of knowing I've got to perform every single Saturday.
Yep.
So how much time? Okay, you say you had a writer so he's writing. So how much time are you getting an opportunity to spend trying to perfect the skit to make sure it's perfect?
Well, you get I'll tell you like this. Thursday is rehearsal, Wednesday is read through, Tuesday is writing night, Monday you're pitching ideas.
Okay.
So you get to rehearse it on Thursday and Friday if your skit gets through probably about 6 times. And then you do it 1, 2, 3. You do it 3 more times on Saturday.
Right.
You do rehearsal, you do dress rehearsal, and then you do the actual show.
Right.
And they're cutting stuff up until air. Like something can make it through dress rehearsal and it won't necessarily be on the air.
What?
Yeah, man.
Hold on, man. You mean to tell me I've been practicing all this and y'all gonna talk about this ain't gonna make it?
They'll take it away from
Now
you.
we gotta fight.
And you now we gotta
fight. Y'all left me no choice. I bet this make there. Me beat your ass backstage.
That is so Southern. Oh no, we gotta fight now. Hell no.
I done came through all this and we done pray. You say we got all these rehearsals and dress rehearsals and run-throughs. And then I done called the homies. Hey, your boy got this skip. What in the ball?
Yup.
And they gonna talk about, hey,
call your grandmother, call the chick you trying to smash.
And then you like, hey, Shannon, this not going. What you mean?
Yeah, you gotta hold that. There's nothing you can do. And you gotta go up on the stage and have a smile at the end of the night. They want you to just, after they cut you, after they cut you 50 times, stab you 50 times, you sitting there bleeding, your shirt red. You had a fresh white suit on. Whole shit done turned burgundy now. You know what I mean? You done Suge Knighted your whole shit up.
Right.
And now you gotta sit out there and smile to the folks and just wave like everything is all right.
Right.
It's an emotional roller coaster and it's a balance. You gotta be able to balance. And I feel like I grew up a lot I just grew up a lot there because I didn't know. I'm a sheltered kid, bro.
Did you go to him and like, bro, I mean, what happened? I mean, this thing was supposed to, you said it was go, it was good to go, and then right before I'm getting ready to do it, you say we're not a go.
Yep.
So how did that mess with you mentally?
There were a lot of dark Saturday nights when my stuff didn't get on. However, being able to do stand-up, so I go up the next day and I'll get on stage and do material and kill.
Right.
So I'll feel better about myself.
Right.
So there was always
You always had something to fall back on.
Yep. Always had something to revert to, go back to, and make me feel like an artist again with worth. Because god dang, they chop you down.
Right.
I had 22 going in there. My swag was I'm saying because it was I would kill, but I wouldn't know what I was doing. I'd just do it. You know what I mean? And I would just be a part of it because I was so used to doing it in stand-up. So I was like, all right, if a bit kills, it kills. Like, meanwhile, if you ain't on, it's like, wow, well, do they love me? You ain't got no tweets this week.
Right.
You were just trending on Twitter last week for a sketch that you did that you were on air for 2 minutes for.
Right.
And then the next week there's just nothing at all.
Right.
You might have a few tweets that say, hey, where the hell is Jay Pharaoh at? You know?
Right.
It messed with me, but I'm telling you, it grew me up, man. It matured me so much. As they say in the South, it matured me.
Yeah. So did it make you better at stand-up? Did it make you focus?
Absolutely. Because I knew how to take a subject and I knew how to write about it quicker.
Mm-hmm.
I knew how to pump out material easier. I knew how to control the crowd. I knew how to control the crowd already.
Right.
But do it in a different level.
Right.
After you get up there, man. So I did get better because I wasn't that good when I first started stand up, you know.
Was your goal always to be on Saturday Night Live? Was that ever a goal of yours?
It was always a goal, but I just never knew how to get there.
Right.
I was always one of them people that said, I don't know how this is gonna happen, but it's gonna happen.
Right.
And somehow it will happen.
Right.
I said, man, I'm gonna be on Saturday Night Live.
Right.
I don't know what strings I gotta pull. I don't know who I need to talk
Right.
to. But I know if I put it out there and I believe in it enough, putting faith in it, and with my belief and with my me being so close to God, I know it's gonna happen, and it did.
Is that you wanting to be on SNL? Was that because because Rock was on it? I mean, you see Adam Sandler. You see a lot of guys. I think Eddie's from the Jersey area. So you see a lot of comedians that's originally from that area do Saturday Night Live. I haven't heard. I can't honestly say that I've heard a lot of comedians outside of that area.
Nah, there's not. I mean, a few of the other ones make it. It's mostly New Jersey, New York comedians,
Yes.
people from the North. It's people from Los Angeles that go to Second City. It's people that do UCB. It's people that do, what is the other one? The Groundlings in Chicago. You know what I mean? They even claim me in Chicago. Like, he's from Chicago. I was like, I ain't never seen that shit. I ain't never tell nobody who's from here. I appreciate the sentiment, but I'm not from here. So, to make it from Virginia on a show like that, to get there, to get your ass out of the South, which is a crab bucket. You feel me? You know what it is, man.
Yeah.
Everybody, even when you get some success, there's people that's gossiping, well, why he got that? Why I ain't got that?
You know what? It is.
It doesn't make sense.
I mean, but the thing that I don't understand is that normally it's like, why would someone that has more than you be jealous of you? That's what I run into. Guys that have more than me. Guys will say, well, he's dumb and he can't dress and his podcast is terrible and, he cheap and he broke. Okay, if I'm all those things, why you care? You not dating me?
Exactly. I think it's I see myself in your position. I bet you I could do better than them.
Right.
And they have that. But they don't know if they did put the shoes on, them motherfuckers, they break their ankles, they fall, scrape their knee, bust their lip, all of that shit. But because it's always somebody looking from the outside, never knowing all of the constituents of everything inside. And man, you know what it is. You got you gotta have knowledge every day. You gotta stay on top.
Yes. You have to have a general knowledge about a broad range of things.
Absolutely.
And I mean, it's you know what? It's kind of like, I guess it's like playing Jeopardy. Yeah, you can be good at one, but if you're just good in one area, you're not gonna be good at Jeopardy.
Absolutely.
You have to have a general knowledge of a lot of different topics.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna talk about football, talk about basketball, we're gonna talk about, a lot of different things, social issues.
Life.
And so you have to have a general knowledge.
Yeah, for somebody to say that you're incompetent, that makes no sense to me.
But But here's the thing. What I've noticed about people that will say things like that, those are the people that's not spending 1 minute, 1 hour in your presence.
Absolutely.
They've never gone to lunch. They've never been in your presence. They've never been in your home.
Absolutely.
They don't know anything about you. But then they get together and one says something because this is how I am. I don't know if you like this. Tell me if you're like this. If somebody is talking about somebody, now I don't really know that said person, or if I do know that person, I haven't had the interaction that you've had.
Right. So
I got nothing to add to that conversation. So
Absolutely.
I'm over here like this here.
Yep.
I'm not gonna just say, yeah, you're right. He like that. Bruh.
Because I don't know. I don't know. You're judging off of your experience.
Right.
It's not everybody. It's that experience is not ubiquitous.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I am like that.
See.
I am like that. And I don't like, people are like, okay, I'll tell you this, and this made me stop talking to this one John. One girl. I was in Greece, right? And she was cool where she was from. This is our first trip out, whatever. It's the first trip out. But we go to the beach, she looks around, she was like, we're better than everybody here. I was like,
whoa.
What do you mean? Like, you don't even know them.
Right.
Like, why are you saying that?
Right.
You know what I mean? Even when we're in the back of the car and, I think you know how the seatbelt thing goes on, whatever. And the Uber driver was like, oh, it's cool. Just, he said, just take the seatbelt and put it behind you or whatever. She had already done that. She was like, I'm smarter than you. I was like, okay, this shit ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
I'm a smash, but it ain't gonna work.
But yeah.
I am gonna hit, but
I hate people like that.
It's just like, why? How could you don't know.
No, right.
You don't know the environment and the fact that, oh my God, the self-righteousness, the entitlement, it's just yuck. It's just a yuck feeling. I hate being around that. I love people that are always positive.
Yeah.
Not talking about somebody negatively.
There's 24 hours in a day. I got 12 hours to mind my business, 12 hours to leave, stay out of your business. I'm booked.
And what did Denzel say, Shannon? Denzel was like, it was like a small-minded person talks about everybody.
Yeah.
He's like, a good-minded person talks about events, things, and a great mind talks about concepts and figuring things out. You got to figure out which one you are. Yeah. A lot of people, it's simple, Shannon. It's simple.
Right.
Fucking simple. They don't talk about shit.
True. That is very true. But my thing is, you know what? My thing is not to prevent people from talking behind my back. It's to keep them from smiling in my face.
Oh, I got you.
Just talk. Keep talking.
Yeah, keep talking. If you like that, put it out. Let me know. So I know which thieves are in the temple. You know what I mean?
So y'all know. I know.
Stop talking about Shannon.
Hey, you know that movie, I Know What You Did Last Summer?
Yeah, I know what you said.
Been said in those stats.
I'm surprised. But Shannon, you're 6'5", 6'6"?
No, I'm only 6'2", 250.
You 6'2"?
6'2".
I thought you were 6'5".
Nah.
Okay.
Stay to myself.
Okay, yep.
I don't bother nobody. I ain't in nobody's business.
Yep.
You don't see me at the club. You don't see me at no club. I'm not at this club this week, this club next week. You don't see me with a whole bunch of women. I'm to myself.
You don't.
I don't mind nobody. I ain't in nobody's business.
You don't Paul Pierce it. Shout out to Paul Pierce.
Nah. I'm a very private person.
Me too.
And
Absolutely.
I like my privacy.
Yep.
But I think that's part of it. Is that when people don't know what you're doing, they speculate and they talk.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you feel like with social media and the abundance of people showing everything in their life, do you think the novelty of that has worn off and privacy is the key? Because like you are, I'm the same way. I don't feel like I have to give everything to everybody.
Right.
I don't feel like I have to tell you exactly where I'm at all the fucking time because this is my life.
Yes.
And if I can't keep this to myself, then you'll have everything. And I don't feel like you deserve everything because you don't even know me like that.
Right.
And most of y'all hate my ass.
They do.
A lot of you.
I think the biggest,
I co-sign. They do.
They do. I think the biggest thing is what I've learned, people will mess up if they think you have something good. They'll try to mess it up for you. Whatever it is, positive. If you got a new girlfriend, I'm gonna try to say something bad about it. Or if you got something going on good, they're gonna try to mess it up. Absolutely. Why? You got something good going on. Absolutely. Why you care?
Absolutely. What Jay-Z say, what you eat don't make me shit.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like my work my work, my success is not contingent on yours. Has nothing to do with yours.
None.
It's like my blinders are on. I'm
Right.
a horse in my own lane.
I'm racing me.
Exactly.
I'm not racing against you.
I don't care what you're doing. I'm trying to outdo myself.
Right. It's kind of like rights. If I make a little money, I'm not taking money from you.
Exactly.
There's enough money out there for us to go around. I'm not trying to eat off your plate, but why are you trying to stop me from eating if I'm not eating off your plate?
Exactly. It's just
That's just us. We got to get out of that mentality.
Yeah, man.
So let me ask you a question. You're on SNL. Who were some of your favorite guests? Like, man, they're gonna be on. He's gonna be on. She's gonna be on. Man, I can't wait.
I'll let you know. And this is in Gen Z. This is the hell out of this man, but he's the GOAT. Drake. When Drake was Gen Z, this is the hell out of Drake. They called him. They booed him They thought Frank Ocean was gonna come out. Drake came out. They booed him.
What?
That's all. I swear.
I only met the man one time. The man
He
showed
was
me much.
lovely.
And the man even called me Unc.
Bruh, the man, I'm in London, right? I'm in London. Well, before I even get into this, okay, let me talk about my favorite guest besides Drake, Kerry Washington.
Okay.
That one, I think that was a redeeming episode for me anyway. One of my best comparatively over my SNL career.
Okay.
You know? Also, when who else came on and I was like, damn, son, this is gonna be crazy. There's been so many hosts, but Maya Rudolph, always amazing.
Right.
She was dope. Jason Segel, he was one of my favorite to watch.
Right.
Like it was like he was a lost SNL cast member. He knew, like a theater kid, he was down for everything. He just fully committed. He went there. I loved him. Also, Woody Harrelson. Harrelson, that knocked my socks off. And when I saw Sam Rockwell walk in with Vince Vaughn, I love Vince Vaughn, but Sam Rockwell is my favorite actor. He didn't host, but I was like, you need to because he is so talented. Do you see Green Mile? Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Wild Bill. Like the way that he makes you, I'll do it. When
he was not gonna be good.
When he had the moon cake in his mouth, and he was just, and the officer was like this, he busted it in his face. Holy shit, it was so disrespectful, but it was so funny, man. So back to Drake. That man, when I was in, we skip back. When I was in England, right? Just on some fluke shit.
Right.
I just went out there 2014 just to like chill. Whatever. Me and my homeboys ran into this promoter on the street. Promoter says, yo man, I'm well connected in America and my friend is DJ Who Kid. I said, your friend is DJ Who Kid? He said, yeah. I said, do you know somebody named Jay Pharaoh? He said, yeah, the dude that does all the voices? I said, yes. He said, yeah. I said, hey. He said, oh shit, man, what you doing here? So he invited me to this club, Circus de Soleil, I think that's the name of it, in London, and Drake and Rihanna were there.
Wow.
I walk in, Drake looks at me, oh my God, dude, what the fuck are you doing here, bro? Like, yo, aren't you like working this week? Rihanna looks at me, oh my God, like, aren't you guys like working? Like, what's happening? Like, what are you doing here? I was like, I'm on vacation. Drake flew me, both my homeboys out to Manchester the next day. He was like, yo, what you doing? What you doing tomorrow? I said, I'm just chilling in London. He said, you coming to Manchester? I said, for what? He was like, I have a show. I was like, oh, okay. I guess I'm there. I guess I'm going to Manchester.
Yeah.
Man got me a tour bus full of girls, got us hotel rooms. We had a great time.
I bet you did.
I did. Hey, man. Nah, I didn't smash. I didn't smash nobody. I was a little, I don't know what happened that night. The one I wanted, I eventually smashed. You know you got your eye on one.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, it don't work out that night, but when it finally do, it's explosive. It's a hallelujah nut.
You know, it's like Grandma and the Nutty Professor. When you get all that pit up, it be woo.
When you get all that explosivity and you just want and woo,
might make your head blow off.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So we finally took care of that 6 years after that during the pandemic. It was fun. I gotta admit, Shannon, I had that was a layaway.
So London is a great place to visit. I mean,
Yes.
you recommend London?
Yes, sir. Oh my God, I do. Relationship-wise, I don't. But visiting, hell yes. Have at it.
You did a sketch on SNL about Donald Trump. How is he as a person?
Personally, to me, he was nice to me.
Right.
You know, but I know he knows how to play the game and play the room.
Right.
You know?
So he was absolutely, he was cool to me, didn't say anything disparaging. He said, phenomenal talent, you're a phenomenal talent, great guy, phenomenal guy. That's about all I know, but great guy, phenomenal guy.
And I was just like, okay, cool, that's what's up. He nothing else to me.
Right.
But I know he, to the public, to the general populace, he be going off. But
Right.
he was cool to me, man.
Right.
I didn't say, I mean, now, like I said, of course, his rhetoric and everything that he stands for, whatever. But for that moment, he's a gregarious fellow.
Right.
He knows how to play.
He knows how to play a room. He knows how to play the game.
Yeah, he knows how to play.
He's smarter than you think.
Oh yeah. And you got to be. I mean, you have to have a certain level of intelligence to be able to be a businessman.
Right.
You know, because you're not going to be dumb making a lot of money.
Right.
I mean, if you do, eventually it's going to all go away.
But you got to be able to play the game because he convinced a whole lot of people to vote for him.
Absolutely.
And he wasn't that ain't easy. Well, you know what? What I've learned through my life and my 54 years of living, people are easily fooled.
Yeah. Oh.
They're easily fooled.
Oh yeah, I know. I put a damn clip up on my page with a deep fake, and they thought I was a nigga singing. That's not me. That's not me singing. The guy, it was like a clip from 2013. The dude, I don't know if you saw it.
Right.
But it was a dude singing this Hallelujah, and it was this English dude named Jay Starr. My homeboy put my face up there. That shit went viral. Everybody was like, I remember when Jay was up there. I was like, no, you don't, nigga, because it wasn't me.
Right.
Like that was a fake. That was somebody else.
Somebody else.
So people like you're saying, they're easily fooled. Deep fake, swaps, whatever. And then even when you tell them, even when you lie to their face and tell you they lied, they're like, oh, okay, cool. They don't give a they don't care. That's why snitches and everything are so hot these days. Because nobody cares. That's why Tekashi still has a career right now.
Wow. Kanye, you think Kanye should run for president?
I mean, at this point, anybody could.
Yeah.
I think you have a better chance of winning than Kanye does because you're more likable than he is. And
what would Jay-Z say to Kanye?
This is not the most well thought out plan you've had. I feel like you should, fall back. Maybe be a governor first. Do the Schwarzenegger route. You're kind of extremely going to the top, but because I should be president. I think Hov would tell him that.
Have you ever met Hov? You met Hov. You said he was like
he calls me fake Jay-Z.
Right.
That's what he does.
But the one thing I would say, I don't really know him. I know a lot of people that do know him.
Have you never met him before?
No, I never met him. I hope to meet him. I hope to meet him. I hope to meet Denzel. I used to work out with Denzel's son when he was at Morehouse. He trained with the same trainer that I was training with. And I just like guys that have a lot. I mean, to see what Jay-Z became and where he came from, to see where he is now sitting on top of the mountain.
And now even empowering black folks.
Man.
With financial literacy.
Right.
And like going back to the Marcy projects and setting up plans where folks will understand how to make money themselves so they can get out of the situation.
Right.
Like he's trying to teach, he's trying to give the game back.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They say the game is sold, not told, but when you're sold already, I mean, what is it to tell somebody some shit?
Right.
You know what I mean? I do the same thing with my friends coming up in comedy. Like if they don't know door deals and things of that sort, certain percentages to take from the door. Like they're like, oh, thanks for the info. I'm like, yeah, but somebody gave that to me.
Right.
Like Ralphie May put me on game.
Right.
So you take it and you just pass it down. And eventually everybody's literate and everybody knows. And then shit just evolves.
Each one teach one.
Yeah, for sure.
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
I watched
Love
him.
Dave Chappelle, love him.
That
man.
monologue
Absolutely.
that he did about a month ago might have been the greatest SNL monologue that I've seen.
I'll agree with you there, Shannon.
The way, I mean, he's so, he goes in his pocket, he pulls out his notes. The way he disarms the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes and he systematically, just step by step, step by step. And he's saying it in such a way, it's funny.
But it's true.
Ah, man, the way he can tell a story with his words is like a great writer writing.
And to add to that, sometimes Chappelle is so good, he can make up shit and make it seem real.
Yes.
Like, I don't know if you've ever seen the bit he did about public transportation. And the homeless dude held up the bus by jerking off.
He was like, I'm scared of public transportation. I was on the bus. I was held hostage for 45 minutes. It wasn't nothing crazy. It was a homeless dude jerking off. But the shit was scary, son. It was scary. Just right before that, I was smoking a cigarette. It wasn't the coolest shit I did. And everybody freaks out. Sir! Put your goddamn cigarette out, sir. He said, this is everybody's air, sir. I flicked it. I didn't want any problems. Just as I did that, homeless dude just whips out his dick, starts beating off. And I get mad because nobody says shit to this guy. Everybody's just, oh God. I was the only one that had the guts to say something. It wasn't even like I was brave, I was sitting beside the motherfucker. I had to say something. Come on, stop it, son. You're hitting my elbow, son. Stop it, son. Stop it. Just that I ain't gonna go through the whole thing, but bro, from beginning to end, you are dying because you're imagining it's like a sketch.
Right.
He's literally painting in front of you.
Yes.
But to be able to do that and to be able to come from reality and make you think on both sides.
Yes.
He doesn't play. He'll play it. He plays this side, he plays that side. He brings it right back here.
Right.
And a lot of comedians now, they just focus on one.
Right.
You have to be able to cover both so folks don't get as offended.
Right.
Even if you say something offensive.
Right.
You know.
They say the job of a comedian is to take a real life event and make it funny.
Yep.
And the really good ones can take the issues and make them the funniest.
Yep.
He can do that. It's because look, I grew up with I came up late with Pryor and Eddie.
Man, Man, you was watching Richard Pryor and shit. Man, god dang, Shannon. I ain't done this shit in years, Jack. I've been sleeping. God damn, shit.
So Richard, Bernie Mac, Robin Harris.
Those two, Robin and Bernie, Chris, Eddie, I say Richard, and of course Dave, because he's current. But those are the ones. And Cat too. Cat is brilliant at that. But go ahead.
Man, Cat is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I want to grab Cat in concert. I want to get you on the pod too, also, Cat.
Yeah. Please come up.
Is Dave the GOAT now?
Yeah. He is undoubtedly the GOAT. He's the symbol. He's a symbol for. He's like Superman of comedians. He's that whatever Superman has right here. That's what Dave Chappelle is. Because a lot of folks now are scared to go certain places that he's not.
No.
Because you can't, even if you take something, you can't take shit from him.
He walked away. See, once you walk away from something, no one can take that from you and make you feel bad or make you want it.
Yep.
He walked away from Hollywood. He walked away from $50 or $100 million. So you said, well, we're not gonna let you do TV.
Yep.
Like, okay, and?
I'll just do my stand up and people record it and then you'll buy it back and I'll get paid.
Right.
And that's exactly what he's been doing.
Right.
Master plan. And it's so funny that folks always call people crazy when they don't understand what they're doing.
Right.
But the man went to Africa to chill.
Right.
After the event.
Right.
He came back and what did he do? He lied low. He continued to do stand up, popping up every once in a while.
Yes.
Where I remember Dave Chappelle tickets will go on sale, and they still do. But when that time that he had quit Chappelle show, he would go up and announce he's coming. 2 minutes, sold out. 2 minutes, the tickets will be sold out.
Right.
So it's like, as long as people want to hear you, as long as you have something substantive to say, then they will continue to gravitate towards your star.
Right.
You don't need these folks.
Right.
You really don't. Like, okay, Shannon, you the star. Look what you done. You done spun off that show with Skip Bayless, and now you got your own goddamn podcast.
Yes.
And a whole bunch of other deals.
Right.
You know why? Because you're the star.
Right.
It's like and no disrespect to Skip. Of course, Skip is great.
Right.
But I'm saying, as far as personality goes, we fuck with your personality.
Right.
Everybody likes you. You're gonna say something. You're gonna say something that makes sense, but you're gonna also say something. You're gonna say something real, and you're gonna say something funny with it.
Right.
And that's why we love tuning in.
Right.
And that's why the ratings are what the ratings are. You've seen the paperwork.
Right.
You know what your ratings are.
Right.
You know, everybody's watching the shit. And it takes that, man. I'm just saying.
There's always a party on SNL. Who threw the greatest party?
Who threw the greatest party on SNL? I did. I threw the greatest party at SNL. It was my apartment. It was 3:30 in the morning. Everybody came in that damn high rise.
I mean, if you're in a high rise in New York, you ain't got but like 700 square feet.
You ain't got 700 square feet.
Okay, you got 500.
But 100 of them square feet gonna be covered by ladies just for the view, from the view.
Right.
Man, I done had so many times the Jones done walked in and they be, I'm on my issue. And I'll be like, all right, well, look at that view. We'll just put a towel down. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, yeah, you put that towel down. Sitting there smoking a something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I heard that you had to slam Bill Murray
I
on
did.
the couch.
Yeah, I did.
For what? Why you slamming the old guy?
Because he was hitting me, Shannon. He wouldn't stop hitting me. Bill
Was he
Murray
drunk?
is a legend, okay? He's a legend, Caddyshack, Ghostbusters,
Yes.
Groundhog Day,
Yes.
the whole nine. When he shows up on a writing night where he's not even hosting, he's not hosting this week, he's just there. And he goes into the office and he spars with Lorne. I walk in there, I see Lorne. Lorne's holding his back. I'm like, are you okay? Yeah, I'm all right. He fucked you up. He fucked you up. He's in the office right across from mine. I walk in there. It's Zach, Michael Che, who else? What's his name? Brooks Wheelan was in there at the time. Tim Robinson. They're all in that office. I walk in, I see Bill Murray. Bill Murray looks at me, he goes, I know your work. There's something about you you're not showing the world. And like it's this thing you have that you need to show everybody. And I'm like, okay, this is a sentimental conversation.
Right, yeah, okay.
It immediately switches, like 15 seconds later. He's like, come here, fat boy. Fat boy. I was one of the most built people on the show.
Right.
I was the Shannon Sharpe of SNL. I was like, they don't get the hell out of you. Better respect me. Put some respect on this body, because I used to be fat. I worked hard to get here.
Right.
So he calls me fat boy, then he gets on me. He starts hitting me, Shannon, in the same place over and over again.
Right.
Now, I don't give a damn who you are, all right? If you hit somebody in the same place, it could be a soft hit like this.
Right.
Eventually, it's gonna start getting a little sore.
Yeah.
So as soon as it started stinging, I said, okay, I gotta drop him, son. So
Right.
I picked him up and I Samoan dropped him on the sofa.
Right.
And as I Samoan drop him, he's still hitting me. Drunk out of his mind.
Yeah.
No
question.
recollection probably of
Right.
this whatsoever.
Right.
But I slammed him.
Right.
And then I had to hold him down. He was still trying to fight me. And I'm looking like,
y'all gonna do anything?
Yeah.
If anybody gonna do anything, if anybody gonna say anything,
I'm
yes
like,
or no?
They're like, Groundhog Day, yeah. I'm like, come on, son. Like, they didn't say that. They didn't say Groundhog Day. But he was attacking me, and I got him. And now all them stories are coming out about Bill Murray. Yes, you can confirm them. That man is something up with him.
Yeah.
But God bless him.
Right.
God bless him. But I just won't let somebody hit me in the same spot over and over again. I don't care if you are Mother Teresa.
Yeah.
You gonna get the suplex. You feel me?
You had a great relationship with Charlie Murphy.
Absolutely.
And you said he told you, don't do drugs at these parties. He said, because drugs change you.
Yep.
He didn't want you to end up like Rick James.
He didn't exactly.
You said that.
It is. Did I say he didn't want me to? I said that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's funny. That sounds like I just
You
added
some yeast to that story.
I
didn't you?
added some. I put a little bit of. I put some powder up there. You know, I put some flour on that story.
So was that some of the best advice that you got? That when you go to these parties, you can have a good time, but drugs need to be excluded?
Charlie said to me that he said, "Yo, man, whatever you do, Jay, never do coke, man." And I was like, yeah, I'm never gonna touch it.
Right.
And that was the end of it.
Right.
Because he just didn't want it like, first of all, even if it was weed or anything, he didn't let me do anything.
Right.
Because he said, I'm not gonna have your mom coming up to me. I'm not gonna have your mom coming up to me saying, oh, you corrupted my son. Yeah, man. So stay away from that, man. Weed, anything, man. You could do weed, not here, but you could do it. but not this one, man. Pass that J, man. Shit. And it was, and him and Freeze Love are always like uncles to me. They were big uncles to me. And then when I finally met Eddie.
Because he said you reminded him of Eddie.
He did say that. He said, yo, man, no matter what, man, always remember, man, you got the same chops my brother does, man. And I know the nigga, man. I grew up with this nigga, man. Shh. That should mean something, man. So every time when I think about people that say stuff like that, and I think about even Ralphie May, another deceased comedian, a friend of mine, who was like, you know, you're more than an impressionist, bro. I see it. So I know you're more. So he's like, yo, just pause a little bit before you drop the punchline.
Right.
People just giving you little tidbits to help you along your way.
Right.
And the folks that really believed, and that's who I do it for. People like Charlie Murphy, Ralphie May, people like Twitch, who just passed away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People like Bob Saget.
Right.
You know what I mean? A lot of comedian friends I've lost, and it's been hard, but they always leave something, and there's something from them I carry with me because it's something they've said. Even with Chadwick Boseman.
Right.
Chadwick Boseman with my Showtime show, White Famous, he said,
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that. You're going to get another one. Because that show showed that you could act. You know, a lot of people didn't know you could even act, but now, you know, they can see that.
I know it's rest in peace to him, but but he didn't have to give me that.
Right.
So that's somebody else, man. I hold those with me, man.
Who do you compare your style?
It's like, it's a mix between Eddie Murphy and Chris Rock now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what people come up to me and say.
Right.
And like I said, I look up to Bernie, Robin, Chris, Eddie, you know, Kat, you know, Dave, Richard Pryor, Robin Williams, Jim Carrey. But those two comedians, I would say, and I've been trying to find that my whole career. I've been trying to figure out what that is, and I think I finally cracked it.
You've acted alongside Ice Cube, Kevin Hart, Chris Rock, Keke Palmer, Kat. I mean, who are some of the people that you would like to act alongside?
Really? Denzel. That's the one that I really want.
But Denzel did one thing I would consider comedy, and that's Devil in Blue Dress. I don't know if you remember that hit with Don Cheadle.
I remember that. And wasn't Robin Harris in that too, doing stand-up?
Yeah.
Yep. I do remember that. And now Uptown Saturday Night, he was supposed to do that with Will Smith. Of course, something happened. They didn't do it.
Right.
But I think Denzel's a funny guy.
Yeah, I know. But he's kind of stayed in his lane, and don't give it. He's tremendous in that lane.
He's the best.
I mean, he's unbelievable in that lane.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he can do it. And there's nothing Denzel can't do.
Right.
But I would probably like to see him do another Devil, not but
something
the
like that.
Side, yeah.
I mean, I would love it too, and I feel like even if it's not comedy, Shannon, even if it's like just an action movie,
right?
I want to be his son or somebody,
right?
If I could play that role,
right?
You know, Will Smith, definitely at some point, you know, he was always, you know, when I was growing up, I was always like, I would love to work with him some way. Eddie Murphy, of course.
Right.
I keep kicking myself because all these reboots are getting greenlit and I don't know shit about them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like Beverly Hills Cop, that's already in the making. They done made Coming to America already. Right. I mean,
man, you might need to get on your agent because this stuff is in the works. And you need to know.
I need to know it. There's gonna be some fire on some asses. I'm not lying, Shannon. I get 2023. We gotta get it. You understand me?
Yeah.
Look, I'm looking right in the camera. I'm looking at y'all, some of my tricks. You see my eyes. I'm not being spurious when I say this. If we don't get some production going,
it's gonna be trouble.
Gonna be trouble. We won't get a motherfucking production going. Gonna be trouble. Rise up off me and all. What the fuck?
Blue don't make me raise up.
Blue don't make me raise up. Oh God, I'm gonna help you.
You know Will Smith.
Yeah.
You know Chris Rock.
I do.
The incident that happened at the Oscars. Could that have been avoided? Or what I mean?
Yeah, it could have. It could have if you were Chris Rock. Chris Rock is like
Chris Rock is 125
He's 125. He's gangly. He's real light.
Chris ain't trying to scrap with nobody.
He light in the heels, man. You know what I mean?
But it's hard to tell a man that's heard a joke about his wife it was harmless, it was meaningless, it shouldn't, you took it the wrong way. And I get that.
Okay. Now,
But how did you think the joke?
about the G.I. Jane
Yeah.
joke, I didn't think that was the reason. I think it was when Chris Rock was talking in 2016
Yeah.
in his monologue.
Yeah.
I think that kind of had something to do.
Oh, when he said that Will Smith told her he wasn't coming, Jada said she wasn't coming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a combination. It was a
Jada not getting invited to the Oscars is like me not getting invited to Rihanna's panties, okay? I was never invited,
Right.
okay?
I think that was
So
a
it was a
little-
culmination
yeah.
of things that had been said,
And-
it had been built up.
And then the memes, all that, Will's
The
ego.
red table talk.
Dude, that thing, man.
And I don't think he's ever got the credit he deserves for being a rapper. He won the first Grammy for a rap.
I didn't even know that. I didn't know he was the first rapper.
The first.
That's crazy.
And nobody really looks at him as a rapper. I like
Yeah.
his stuff. I honestly do. I like his stuff. I've seen the lion's share of his movies,
Uh-huh.
and I still would go see his movie. I got to go see Emancipation, but I just didn't like that. That's his night.
I think
Now
okay.
he's never. Now that night is not known for him winning an Oscar.
No.
it's known for what he did
For him
prior to
smacking.
winning an Oscar.
Yup. And I'm like, man, you smacked that black man on national television.
Yes.
When
That's
all
what-
those other white people were there.
Yeah.
that you
Okay.
coulda-
Now you with me. Now you with me. Now you with me. Now you with me.
Tom Cruise, come on now.
Yeah.
You could have gave him a smack.
Right.
It could have, man, who else is sitting there? Gary Oldman. Shout out to Gary Oldman. I love him. Smack.
Yeah. I mean,
all
look.
those people.
That's maybe you get together and say, bruh, you need to lay off my wife. I mean, there are some things that you said in the past, and it's kind of building up.
Yeah.
So
I feel like that slap should have never, it only should have been heard about.
Right.
It never should have been publicized.
Right.
The world wasn't supposed to know about that.
Right.
It's like, okay, you hear about fights between celebrities sometimes that break out. And of course, they will talk about it eventually.
Right.
But for the bulk of it, it's like, yeah, nah, I don't know what you're talking about. Like
Right.
that. They avoid it.
Right.
And I think that should have been one of those situations where it wasn't.
Right.
And everybody thought it was a bit at first. I thought
They
it
did.
was a bit.
Because I'm like, I noticed, yeah, they got, because everybody, now all of a sudden social media is blowing up. Man, that was a skit. I
Yup.
mean, I don't know if a skit let you slap him like that. That ain't no a movie.
Yeah, nah. You what you say? What did you say? Look, I would have whooped Will Smith's ass. I would have whooped Will
I
Smith's
didn't go
ass.
about that tux.
Listen, I would have came about to Skip. What you coming close to me for, Skip? What you gonna give me a drink or something, Skip? I would have beat Will Smith's ass. All that normalized shit, that shit would have went out the window. I would have whooped his ass.
Can't do it.
I would look, can't come to.
But think about what you just said.
Yeah.
I said, how do you think that could have been prevented? You said if you had told a joke. I believe he took advantage of a situation. He saw a 5'8", 5'9" guy that weighed 150 pounds.
Yeah.
I think Will Smith is probably, 6'2", maybe 200 pounds.
6'2", 200.
So he saw an opportunity that he can take advantage of. I tell
And-
that joke, Will Smith ain't stepping to me.
Hey, no, he not. He gonna look. He be like, yeah, all right, I'ma chill, yeah.
But he said it to his. I wish he had apologized that night. I get you.
Right.
I want to apologize to the Academy. That's blah blah blah. You got to apologize to this man.
Yeah.
Now, he said, I was dealing with a lot of things. I had a lot of things, and it just came to a head. I hope at some point in time, he and Chris Rock, I don't know if Rock's going to be accepting of this, to sit down and have a conversation about it.
I think it would be good for them to have a conversation. I think even if
But I need you to slide me a check for about $50 million first.
I got assaulted, man. I was assaulted, man. I got smacked, hit, wow. By the nigga who made Summertime. Wow. Wow, man.
wow, and Chris Rock ain't regular, man. Chris Rock got a couple problems, Shannon.
Yeah.
He ain't, he got it, he's got what's it called? What is it called? Nonverbal learning disorder.
Yeah.
That's close to having Asperger's.
Right.
So technically, Will Smith assaulted a special person. You can't do
Man,
that.
go ahead up.
You can't do that. You can't assault special people.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
ain't
yeah,
even supposed to look at them.
Don't we got some kind of like that make sure that special like kids and then you don't take advantage of it?
Exactly. You ain't supposed to hit. They They got a class with they got to deal with drawing with fat crayons and slobbing all over the desk, all these paper towels and things of that sort. You can't. They got too much to worry about. You can't smack them. Don't assault them.
You mentioned you were from Virginia.
Yes, sir.
When you were growing up in Virginia, what did you play sports? What did Jay want to be when he became an adult?
Jay tried everything. Jay played rec basketball, which I was not good at. I got better as I got older.
Right.
I'm a flat-footed dude, man.
What about football? You was
I
good at
played football because I was heavier.
Right.
I was like I was 75 pounds heavier when I was in high school. So I was a lineman. I was a tackle. I was a guard and a tackle, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was on the line. I would crab.
Right.
But that didn't really speak to me. So then it was high school theater. I was still doing it, but that predominantly took over my extracurricular activities.
Right.
And
But as a heavyset dude, you was in the theater.
Yeah, man. That makes sense. You see most of them.
You ain't get no girls in the theater though.
I did.
Nah.
Okay. I got the weird. You get the weirdos. They're weird. Them girls, them theater girls, them joints is freaks. Them theater joints, cause they don't. Nobody else touches them.
You don't say.
Yeah. I should have put on this planner. All right, yeah, we're going to Broadway. I'm going to Broadway, going right to the backstage. I'm gonna tell you, man, them performance girls. Can I be honest with you and lucid?
Yeah.
Can I be honest with you? Yo, man. So I was dealing with this one John in New York, and she was a dancer. And a prolific dancer. I'm not gonna say exactly what she was on because then she'll know who I'm talking about.
Right.
She's probably gonna watch it.
Right.
But bro, I came to her show and right in the backstage, right in her dressing room. Right in the dressing room. Right in the dressing room, right before she went on. That shit was crazy. Oh man. And she was dancing, and boy, she was dancing that night, boy.
Yeah.
She was killing.
Yeah, two recitals.
I said, damn. I said, somebody put a battery on her back. What's going on? I was the battery. Yes. All of the charge, Mr. Sharpe. All of the charge. But yeah, you get those girls are. I got my first kiss in theater. My first kiss, the girl.
But you said you was heavy.
Yeah. Hey, Biggie baby. It's just swag, man. If you know how to talk that, Shannon, you know how to talk that shit. You get in there.
Were you bullied in high school? Were you picked on in high school?
I was picked on.
Is
man.
that why you became funny?
I believe so. It was a way for me to when I was doing voices, I was joking around. People like that.
Yeah, and so they laughing. They not laughing. They laughing with you, not at you.
Yeah.
And so I talk with a lisp. And so what I could do is that I can make people laugh. So I start talking about somebody else's clothes. You didn't notice I had holes in my knees. Or you didn't notice what I had on. So I got them up off me and got them on somebody else. So I wanted to transfer the laughter. I got to get you up off me.
Transferred the fry.
Yeah.
Transferred the fade. Hey, man, that's what you got to do. Listen, I had to do that too. I had to lose these hips, man. It was the butt, man. Listen, ain't nothing worse than you being on a date with your girl and you hear dudes in the back talking about, God dang, yeah, that's fat. And you don't know whether they talking about her or you.
Right.
I had to change that.
Yeah.
I got catcalled. Yeah, that was fucked up. I dropped my phone and dude was like, God damn. I said, my G. He was like, oh, my bad, bro, but you know what you got. You know what I mean?
Oh, Lord. That's when you was like, hey. Or they said, man, he outputted his coverage. I don't know how he got her. He must be got a pocket full of money.
Hey, man, pocket full of money or maybe something extensive. Something extensive,
I want to talk about an incident that happened, and I don't know if people remember it. And it happened about a month before the George Floyd.
Absolutely.
Right out here.
Right off of Ventura and Corbin. Yeah, man.
Tell the story.
I got wrongfully detained by the LAPD. I was just running, man. I was exercising during the pandemic, trying to keep my hips off.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? So I'm running down Ventura. I got my Bose headphones on, noise canceling. And, I'm running at first, Shannon. I'm running. And the app said, slow down, walk. That was literally God talking to me.
Right.
So when I got to that next block over, a helicopter flew over my head. I was like, I didn't turn on the PlayStation. How did I get in Grand Theft Auto? I don't know how I got here. The police officer, he's got his gun out. He's to the left of me. He's like, freeze. I'm thinking he's talking to somebody else. I said, oh, snap. Maybe I should get my phone because I need to record this. He was like, you get on the ground. I was like, me? Jay Pharaoh? I was like, hold up. Jared Pharaoh? That's my real name.
Yeah.
I said, Jared Pharaoh? Like, what? I said, all right. And as soon as I get down on the ground to comply to the officer, as I'm getting on the ground, 3 more officers are coming up with their guns. Now it's 4 officers with their guns. I get down on the ground to comply. And on my life, I'm not making this up, man. The app said, run. I said, you out your damn mind. I said, not today, Satan, not today. I'm in handcuffs. I'm like, yo, what's the meaning of this? They're like, you match the description of a black man in sweatpants and sweatshirt. I said, oh, really? So anynigga.com, that's what you mean, right? Right? I said, man, if you look up Jay Pharaoh, you see that you're making a big mistake. Now, I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but I know they came back and they said, you're not the guy. We can let you go. And I said, I've been trying to tell you that I'm not the guy.
Right.
And they say, hey, man, hey, sorry, whatever. I'm like, dude, I'm like, you've put me on the ground. I'm like, I'm sweaty. I got dirt on me. I was like, I've never had handcuffs on before. I'm like, I've never even got a ticket. I've broken the law, but I've never been caught.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what's the meaning of this, man? So it was an unfortunate situation, but I thank God that the app told me to walk. Right. Because if I would have been running through that situation, there's an alternate universe where I ran, that shit didn't tell me to go, and I'm not even here. Right. Because it's shoot, and ask questions later. Right. That's how they do it. Right. I think it was just unfortunate that it took so long for something like that to happen to me, because if I would have been exposed to that earlier, I would have, I've been like, oh man, it probably wouldn't have been such a big deal. Right. But it's like, this is my first time and you all had guns on me. Right. Everybody is driving past. People know who I am. Right. They're like, yo, I knew that Pharoah was a rotten apple. Like, what the fuck? I didn't do shit. Like,
Did you get an apology?
They didn't. They said they were like, my bad, but it wasn't like we would like to, the LAPD would like to apologize to Jared Pharaoh on behalf. It wasn't anything like that.
No. I like dollar signs. I like my apology to have dollar signs. That's the greatest form. That's the greatest form of an apology to me.
Hey, Shannon, Cat Williams told me,
You need to sue the fuck out of them and become a black billionaire. You'll be the Negro Elon Musk.
So
they got guns
all you got is the LAPD would like to apologize.
That's all I got.
And you left it alone.
I left it alone because I know it's gonna. I still have the statute of limitations. I could still go in. I think you have up to 4 years to. Yeah. It's up to 4, right? Yeah. So I still have another couple of years, but I'm thinking about all of the arduousness of going to court. And,
that's okay. I'm thinking about all the bank accounts that I'm open with that money, the Shell Corporation, the business I'm gonna start, the LLC. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna put it in Bitcoin because I probably end
no crypto. No.
Probably end up doing something to myself or having somebody come after me. I feel like it's still. I could.
Do you think about it
all the time? But it's a bit now. I've turned it into a bit, but I do think about it. Not as much as I did in 2020, but I'm always aware of my surroundings and I'm always like cautious and just making sure I don't look approachable. Right. Not that should even be a deciding factor because it shouldn't. Mm-hmm. You all should learn how to identify whoever did the shit better than messing with somebody who's just out an innocent civilian.
Exercising.
Yeah, exercising. You should do a better job with the system. You should do a better job of training these guys. You should do a better job of identifying. You should do a better job of just doing your job. Doing your job better. Right. So there's that. I could still take them to court. And, a lot of Black Lives Matter lawyers hit me up. Right. Said, yeah, we have a case. But I'm just, COVID, I didn't go down there. But it's still ongoing. So
I bought me a case of 100 ND95 masks, And I'd have been in court every day.
Yep.
I went and got the shot, the booster, the third booster for Omicron.
He said for Omni.
I'm gonna be in court. I'm gonna give it. Hey, now you gonna learn your lesson today. Is it true that you coined the term Karen?
I believe so. I said I'm the one that said there's always a white person named Karen.
Yeah.
I said that.
Right.
And I was like, yo, if you go to a white people's party, you say you know Karen, they will take care of your ass the whole night.
Right.
I said that somehow SNL put it in a Black Jeopardy joke.
Yeah.
And then the internet took off with it.
Right.
But the seed, I would think it was me. Now, Dane Cook had a bit about Karen always being a bitch, but that wasn't what I was talking about.
Right.
I grew up in the suburbs, and there's always, from my deduction, there's always a white woman named Karen around me. You
Right.
feel me? So
Right.
that's why I said that.
Right.
But
You said Steve Harvey called you and told you you got being black in America sandwich.
Boy, you got a big being black in America sandwich, boy. Welcome, boy. Welcome, boy. You know, look, I done been fucked with the police for years, you know. For years, I done been fucked with by the police. You just getting introduced. You just a baby.
Do you consider Steve a bit? Because I've talked to a lot, and everybody says, man, Steve, said the entertainer, a lot of these got an earthquake, says, hey, Steve Harvey put us on the game.
Solid dude.
Bruh, he didn't
One of the
hoard the
best.
information. A lot of guys have the information and they hoard it. Say
Nah.
Steve ain't like that.
Steve gives it away. Steve is, that's another, I call him Unc. I hit him up and I talk to him. I'm like, yo, Unc, what we doing? You know, he literally let me know about my worth. There was no summation. I didn't sum it up. I couldn't.
He said, boy, you understand, when you did my show, we only had the second highest ratings to Ellen. I was right there, right under. You know, that's what your show did, boy. You know that, boy. You know that, boy. And he said, you don't know how much power you have.
And I started thinking about that back when he said it in 2017. He said, you don't know how much power you have. Then I started looking around the internet. I see all of these videos that people put up of me. I see the millions of hits that they get. And I see that I'm not getting any of it. It's like, I don't understand my power. You have a talent that a lot of people can't replicate.
Right.
There's a handful of people that can do it, but to the caliber of turning into that person, where it's almost coming off as possession and not an impression.
Right.
You don't even see that that's what you have.
Right.
And you could corral an audience, so many people together if you just take that and focus it. And I really started listening to him. And now that's why I take all of the clips that I see people put up, they got millions of hits, I'll put them on my page and they go viral again.
Right.
And that's why I get paid for the shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's all being aware of your star. You might have something that people are jealous of, envious of. Bam. If you take that and you maximize it, you don't know what you could do with it.
Right.
So I think he made me realize my talent, because I didn't at first. I really didn't. I was just having fun. You know?
If you could have dinner with 4 comedians, dead or alive,
oh man, come on now.
who you talking with? Who you sitting down with?
Bernie's gonna be there.
B-Mac.
Red Fox is gonna be there.
Red Fox.
Damn, I gotta be. Damn it. And alive too.
Yeah.
All right.
For dead or alive.
Eddie gotta be there, and who else would I want? I would want Pryor there. 4.
Yeah.
So I would want Eddie. I would want
Bernie Mac.
Bernie. I said I want Red Fox, and I definitely want Pryor there.
Wow.
Those 4. I think they could give game.
How's the conversation? What's that conversation gonna be like?
What is that conversation gonna be like? Shit, I don't know. This shit, let me start it. Hold on. Hey man, glad everybody got a chance to come out today. You know, we're just gonna have a good conversation, have some food, drink some wine. You know what I mean? There's bitches here. Just have some fun. You know, man. I can't fuck a bitch. I tell you why. My blood pressure, shit going crazy. I've never done Red Fox before. There we go. Number 1. Number 2. Who else?
Man, shit. Man, I done been fucked 15 times today, so shit. If I do get some old pussy, then I might be fatigued.
And who else was that? I said, one more person.
Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac. Let me tell you motherfuckers something. You some of my bitches think you know about slinging what they call the dick. I sling this some of my bitch. Everybody getting pregnant. I pull my shit out. This whole room get dark. Kick it! Hey, listen, man. You don't need to do no bits tonight, all right? Just relax. Everybody just relax. Everybody just relax. Have a good time, because I ain't getting no bits. I'm having drinks, and I'm having bitches. Oh, yes. I think it would just be that. I don't know. Something like that.
You consider yourself the GOAT impressionist? You or Jamie Foxx? Who is it? You or Jamie?
Why would you do that, Shannon?
Yeah, I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. I gotta know. Got to know.
If you ask Jamie Foxx himself, Jamie will tell you nobody can touch me with impressions.
Right.
He'll say that. So I'm just using his words to say what the obvious is. Cause
you've done voiceover work. You've done for the Family Guy and the Simpsons and Nickelodeon.
Yep.
When you do it, do you ever use your actual voice, or are you always going?
Nah, I use my actual voice sometimes. Sometimes that's what they want. Like I'll do like 50 character voices. They'll be like, no. He's like, just say it normal. And I'll be like, oh, okay. They'll be like, no, that's perfect. I'm like, all right, cool. So it's just like learning. It's learning that. Meanwhile, on Good Times that I'm doing, I'm on Good Times. They're doing an animated version of it.
You JJ, right?
Of course. I'm Junior. You know. I'll be up there doing Little Baby, the baby. I'll do Birdman. I'll do Kanye. They'll have me doing whoever they need me to do. I'll do up there, and it's the same thing on Family Guy as well, as far as impressions go.
Right.
You know, the Kanye up there, of course, is me. And then the other ones, the Will Smiths, all that shit.
I like voiceover. That's easy money too.
Hey man,
I think I did American Dad. I did a voice, and I was myself. I was an alien hunter.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, it was cool. I was like, you could do some more of this work here, man.
I think that Shannon, you could do a whole series of fucking animated shit. And people would love it. They'd be like, oh, he'd be like, yeah, I know that voice. That's Undisputed. I know him.
You a rapper too?
Yeah, I rap, man. I got bars, man. I got something dropping.
You had #1 song, Billboard, with First Lady Michelle Obama?
I damn sure did. Damn right. Go to college, people. Go to college. I did it.
So when did you want to rap? Or when did you know you could rap?
I started rapping before I did comedy, man. I started rapping when I was 13. It was my neighbor. It was his Italian family.
Right.
This dude was named John Santoro, and he would rap, and he got me started. I was 13, and I just kept getting better. I was trash until I was 18.
Right.
I was trash for 4 years.
Right.
I made 2 mixtapes. You'll never hear them because it's trash. But after that, when I was 18, I started. I created on MySpace. That's how old this is.
Yeah.
I was on MySpace, and I created a group called Heavy Spitters, where I would have different people come in from different states, and everybody would battle each other.
Right.
You know, and from there, my writing got better.
Right.
And then I would freestyle, and I'd be battle at college, battle at community college. I battled at VCU when I went on the street after shows.
Right.
I mean, one time it was 3 dudes I had to battle. I felt like Goku. You know what I'm saying? I just fight everybody. Punchlines. I'm battling 3. I said, yo, I'll take your money like Mr. Scrooge's. I said, 3 dumb people. I'm battling the 3 Stooges, some shit like that. Right. It was a young bars.
Right.
But that's always been another avenue to, like, you know, to creativity.
Right.
You know, and that's just rapping is just like comedy. Setup, punchline, delivery. It's the way you say something. It's the way that your swag, the way you finesse it. Like it's the same thing.
Right.
Same thing with boxing.
Right.
They're all the same type of sport. They just have it. It's just elevated in a different environment.
Right.
That's all. So I've always been interested in it. And, you know, I dropped projects. I had something that came out, Spitting Image, that dropped last year. God dang it. Freestyles all over the internet with Who Kid and Sway in the morning.
Right.
So I've always been looking for whatever's gonna kick me into that. But man, every year is a closer year to 40. So shit, I don't know, man. But I guess it doesn't matter as long as you have an audience.
Right.
But at the same time, Idris Elba is rapping and he's about 50, so it don't freaking matter.
Right.
I'm young enough.
When you were on SNL, did any athletes come by, and were they any good?
Were they good at comedy?
Yeah.
I think Eli Manning was pretty funny.
Right.
Eli was funny. Who else hosted that? Didn't Tom Brady host it?
I think he did.
Yeah, I don't know how that was.
I think Peyton was really good.
Peyton, yeah. Peyton and his brother are dope. Peyton and Eli are great.
Right.
They're funny.
Right.
They know how to do it. But some people, you be like, you got CTE, something wrong with you.
But it's a situation where like that's got to be in you. It's just because I'm on Saturday Night Live, I'm on this thing where they do skits and sketches and things like that. That don't mean you're gonna go there and be funny.
You would be amazing on SNL. Look. Are you trying to pitch? This is your pitch?
No.
Shannon Sharpe needs to be hosted. Lauren, you know what? Where's my phone at?
No.
Where's my phone?
I do have great improvisational skills. I can ad lib. I am funny by nature. But no, I'm not trying to.
Why? What is it? To read in the cue cards? You be all right?
I can read the cue. But I got some other things that I want to try to focus on first.
Okay. I'm just saying. Look, you, Stephen A. Smith, who else? Oh boy, God dang it, I see his face, and I can't. He talk kind of like this. Got the sharp nose. He got glasses too. What is his name? Larry, God dang it, what the hell? It'll come to me. Anyway, you should host. God dang it, what I'm trying to say.
What's your favorite sport?
My favorite sport's football.
Favorite team?
Rams, baby. We looking bad this year, but we're gonna be back.
You'll be back.
We all injured. Everybody.
Who's your favorite player?
My favorite player of all time?
Yep.
Jesus. Who is my favorite player of all time? Man. Kurt Warner?
Huh?
I'm playing with you.
I mean, I love Kurt.
Why you say what, really? Nah, my favorite player of all time, football-wise, man, you know what? I gotta go with hometown. I have to. I gotta go with Michael Vick. I have to. Hometown.
Yeah.
He's from 757. Hey, boy,
I just had him, he was electric.
Yes.
I mean, he was special.
Yeah, and I mean, okay, and Shannon Sharpe. Come on, man. You gotta come on. Shannon Sharpe.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
You know what? You mentioned you was 250 pounds.
Absolutely.
What made you want to say, you know what? I don't want to be 250. I want to be, look like you're under your 200 if you're that.
Yeah, I'm a buck. I'm like
buck 85, buck 90?
Buck 85, buck 90,
yeah. So how long did it take you to transform yourself?
3.5 months. 3.5 to 4 months. I transformed because I looked in the mirror and I said to myself, either I get rid of this or I'm gonna get rid of me. Mm-hmm. And I didn't want to do that. It was either I'm gonna lose this weight or I'm gonna die. Mm-hmm. Because I was that depressed. I didn't even go to prom, bro. Like, I didn't find nobody to go with. I just didn't have the confidence.
Man, it looked like you were two people. You say you weigh like 300.
I could have took myself.
So is that why you didn't go to prom? You didn't.
Yeah.
Were you afraid? You didn't have anybody? Were you afraid to ask? Were you afraid to get rejected?
I had asked. I had got maybe, and I got and.
Well, later for you, forget you then.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Forget Shanisha.
Do you think it was because of your weight?
Absolutely. I mean.
Because if you were this size, they would have said yes.
Yeah, if I was this size and I had this status, nobody's saying no.
No, but I'm saying not the status. You're not gonna have this status in high school.
I get you. Yeah, it was because my weight played a big role in my confidence, man. I was awkward, bro. And once I lost weight, I started finding myself.
Right.
So I think it was the identity crisis. I didn't know who I was. I wasn't comfortable in my skin. I couldn't. Going up to a girl and talking to her, like, that was so foreign to me.
Right.
I was so intimidated. I loved watching porn, but I just didn't know how to get to the cakes. I wanted the cakes, but I ain't had no game back then.
You were doing that in high school?
What?
What?
Did I what? Did I win that?
The dating.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You just glossed over that.
Yeah, go there. Yeah.
Wait. What was the question? Okay, you don't want to ask it. Okay.
No, I want to ask it. I don't even want to know.
No, I mean, I'll let you know. Look, now. I'm Super Saiyan God mode now.
Do you need intervention? Do I need to call somebody to get intervene?
What with what you mean?
With the computer.
Oh man. Oh no, come on, bro. I'm good now.
Okay,
I'm
you good now, okay.
Yeah, I ain't addicted. I mean, I'm not addicted.
Okay.
I mean, we all Google.
No, I don't Google.
You don't even Google.
Mm-mm.
You don't even look.
Mm-mm.
You ain't got
You ain't finna get my phone and think I'm some kind of freak.
Oh no. Oh well. Listen, I don't care. It's got to the point where I don't care. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I'm comfortable with myself, Shannon.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn.
I'm comfortable too, but I don't want to. I'm good. So I asked you, did you have any kids? Are you dating serious right now? Hold on. Let me make sure I get this right. You said you lease date.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you said that. Out loud too, I heard it.
Yeah, I said I don't date, I lease. You got at least 3 months with me.
You got 3 months to win you over.
You got 3 months.
And then how long they get after they win you over?
I mean, okay. If you get to a year, you good.
What's the longest you've been in a relationship?
4 years. 4 years was my longest. And that was
Why are you afraid of commitment? Why are you afraid?
I'm not afraid. I see so much bullshit now. I think the older you get, the harder it is for you to get married because you have sussed out so much shit and you're just like, I don't like that or I don't like that. But then you have to realize you're never gonna get somebody that's 100%.
No,
That's
you
the
just
thing.
hopefully this is how it works. You're never gonna find someone that has every single quality that you like.
Right.
You just hope you find someone that has enough qualities that you like, and so the ones that they don't have, you're willing to forego those.
True. Okay. Well, you gotta have mental stability because
Yeah.
I've definitely been in a situation where a girl cooked me dinner and she forgot that she cooked me dinner and blamed me for how bad it tasted. Yeah, ain't that some crazy shit?
Yeah.
She gonna blame me for the chicken.
But here's the thing. I ain't really looking for nobody that can cook like that. Cause we can either go out to eat or I can hire somebody to cook.
We could post.
I mean, that's nice. That's nice if you can do it, but it's not the end. It's not a deal breaker for me.
I want you to have the skill. I want you to at least. I don't want you to. Your cooking skills cannot be the extent of TV dinners. You got to know at least how to make breakfast. You gotta at least know how to make them eggs cheesy, goddamn.
Yeah.
You gonna make these you gonna make these eggs cheesy with these grits or no.
You want the cheese grits, the eggs?
You gotta be able to do that. I gotta at least have breakfast. Look, dinner, understand, I got skills, baby. I'm from the South. My father used to be a chef.
Right.
I cook, stuffed salmon, all of that shit,
Right.
whatever you want. Shrimp Creole, whatever the hell you want, I can make it for you.
Right.
But breakfast,
That's on you.
You gotta cook breakfast. Not that I can cook breakfast, but I want you to do it.
Right.
You can't just be looking good in heels and that's it, goddamn. I don't care how your top game is.
Yeah, you can. you can just be looking good. You got a nice little job.
Shannon,
I'm good.
I got a spiral staircase, bro. And I got that spiral staircase because I like watching women walk down it.
Yeah.
Oh man. A nice robe. Oh my God. They put the robe on and they got the heels, the little fluffy shit, and they come down there and they be flowing and shit, and they got that long ass Cruella de Vil cigarette. Oh hell yeah, nigga, that's what I like.
That what you like?
That's what I like. Hey, look, that what I
I'm
like.
trying to get married, so I don't like that no more.
You ain't what?
I'm trying to get married. I'm trying to get married, ain't
Wait, what you mean? Multiple. I mean, your wife could do it though.
No. Man, look, I'm 54, about to be 55. I need to get married. I don't want to be alone no more.
Okay. Hey man, hey.
Why don't you do like your homie? The homie, Pete Davidson, he keep one of them things on him.
He does. And the next one, his next victim, probably
So why don't you say,
be
Pete?
Oprah.
Why don't you say, Pete? Hey, your chick, I know your girl, she got a friend. Do that for your boy.
I mean, I could, but it's like, do you want to get some runoff vagina or do you want to get it yourself? Like runoff box is cool, like plug box is cool. Like I got plugged into it, but it feels better. The satisfaction, the climax is bigger if I've hunted and gathered it myself.
Somebody hook it up.
Hey, you know what? Look, all right. Here's my
too
thing.
choosy.
Listen, okay, that's my problem. I am. I'm a Libra, Shannon.
Okay.
I'm a Libra. That's my problem.
Yeah, see, you don't. That ain't balancing out though.
Listen, if you could get me, if you bring me Doja Cat, if you bring me a Meg Thee Stallion, I swear for Lord, I know.
Why just Meg Thee Stallion got a man?
Okay, what that mean? Fuck that mean?
She already ordered. Find something else on the menu.
Just wait. Okay, Doja Cat.
Did the lady?
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay, all right. Somebody else.
Yeah.
Rihanna.
She got somebody too.
And so what? I identify as her baby father. What y'all gonna say? You can't tell me shit, America, because that's how I identify.
Didn't the server tell you they didn't have this, that on the menu, and you still trying to order it?
Hey man, look, the McFlurry machine been broke for years at McDonald's, but that don't mean
So get the apple pie.
So hey, the apple pie's there, but I still want that McFlurry though.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying, bro. Hey, shout out to their relationship. Drake, it's okay, man. She heard us all. It's okay.
Man, go ahead on, man. See, there you go.
She heard us all.
You do realize when you stir up old boo-boo, it still stink. Leave that alone, man.
Ain't even no boo-boo, man. These are just, I'm a comedian. These are jokes, man. These are jokes. I'm not saying, nothing I say is
Could you
real.
date someone making more than you?
Absolutely. Why not? I jump right in the swaddle. I don't care. I'll be right on the chest like this here. You know what I mean? Hey, if Leslie Jones want to try some shit, hey, I'll climb her ass. I don't care.
So let's just say, for the sake of argument, like we see these big entertainers, and the wife, and they behind. They're not as known. So now the woman is gonna be more known than you. You're gonna be in the background. You're gonna be you good holding up purse.
I don't care, bro. Whatever bag J-Lo need hell, I hold it for her. I don't care, bro. I don't give a damn, bro. Oprah, I don't care. I don't care. Are you kidding?
She got Stedman. Why you always gotta pick somebody else?
Stedman ain't hitting that, man.
Well, first of all, why you can't find somebody that's single?
There's not that many billionaires. I'm a gold digger, Shannon. It's not that many single billionaires, man. Women, Who I'm gonna go Jessica Alba? She got 3 kids.
So? She got $1 million.
You're right. Why? Because how can I say that about J-Lo and she got twins. She got twins and she got 2 more. She got 4, right?
Well, I guess, if you want to say the ones that Ben Affleck, but they're older, but, I think J-Lo only got 2 kids.
Okay, well, whatever. Whatever J-Lo need, I don't give a... J-Lo can have 200 kids.
She married to Ben Affleck.
It don't matter. She a billionaire, and it ain't gonna last forever.
If somebody's already in order, stop reading the menu.
Hey, man. Read it is fundamental, Shannon.
So what's up with Jay Pharaoh next?
What's up, man? Oh, dude, I got a biopic, Casablanca Buddha Records coming out March 31st. I got another movie that's dropping on Juneteenth called The Blackening. I did with my boy Senqua Walls, Jermaine Fowler's in that, Yvonne Orji from Insecure.
Okay.
Yvonne Orji, you know what I'm talking about? She's in it. What else, man? I got a project dropping New Year's Day, Speedboat. That's coming out, the rap shit. That shit gonna be fire.
Right.
Shit crazy. Also, I'm on Family Guy. I'm a consulting producer up there. I write on there from time to time. I'm on the show.
I want to be on there. I want to be on there with Stewie.
Oh, really? I'm sure me and Shannon Sharpe can definitely have a sexy party. Yeah. Invite the girls over. Yes,
I love Stewie when he beat the brakes off Brian because he owed him money.
Oh, yeah. Where's my money, man? Where's my money? Where's my money, man? Been ducking me a long time, man.
It's wild to me to have watched that show for so long and now to be on it with everybody.
Right.
It's just the blessing. It's crazy to me, man.
Right.
And I just used to do impressions of Peter, Stewie, Quagmire, all of these folks. And now that I'm with the folks and I'm creating my own characters with them, that just shows that's God, man. That's God, bro.
I know. I figured out you the black Quagmire.
I damn sure am. Real life, goddaggit. Let you know. Ladies, I'm a munch, goddaggit. I said it, I'm a munch. You thought I was feeling you? I'm a munch, okay? I munch it, lunch it, crunch it, punch it if you want, if that's what you like.
I can't with you.
You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
though,
I
right?
do know what you're talking about. Get out. Hey, get out. Appreciate it, Jay, man.
Thank you. Hey, man.
Jay Pharaoh.
And Shannon, I love you, dude.
Well, I appreciate you. I
And
love
listen,
you.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks for coming, bro.
And
I really appreciate
it's
it.
no problem. I love Shannon Sharpe, and I'm so happy I'm on his show. And God dang it, he is the GOAT. He is the goddamn GOAT. And if y'all motherfuckers keep talking shit, guess what? An impersonator of him gonna whoop your ass, okay? I don't like that shit. Don't be talking about Onk, man. Don't talk about Onk. That's Onk right there, okay? That's Onk. Protect him at all costs, okay? All right, shit. I said it.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life.